The kind of friends you keep have the ability to either make or mar your life to a large extent, whether you believe this to be true or not. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you all about the reason why you should be very mindful of the people you call friends. And then I'll also share with you some practical tips on how you too can have and enjoy healthy friendships. Hey, my elegant family, welcome again to another episode on the Winning School of Elegance series. I'm so excited to be back on your screen bringing you valuable information. If leveling up is something that's very important to you, then you are in the right place. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, now will be a very good time for you to join the family just by simply clicking on the subscribe button and the bell just right beside you so you can get instantly notified whenever we upload a new video. Without further ado, let's get right into the topic of today. Today is all about friends, and I'm dedicating this episode to female friendships. I think that female friendships actually deserve a whole conversation, and that's the reason I'm taking the time today to come talk about it. Most people do not understand the power and impacts that having friends have over our lives, and this power and impact can either be in a positive or in a negative way. A friend has the ability to alter the course of your life for good or for bad. I always liken friends to our life partners, that's our husbands and wives, because they actually share equal importance and value as our life partners in our lives. And this is the reason why it is very important that you are mindful of the people that you call friends. Imagine you meet someone and then quickly and very hurriedly, you rush to make them your friends. You start sharing your secrets with them. You bring them into your inner circle. And to you, maybe you might even have a genuine care and concern for them, and truly you want to make them your friends. But on the other hand, they are not matching the same energy that you're giving. They're either there for whatever reasons that's best known to them, that's manipulative or selfish. And imagine pouring your all into something that is not actually true, into something that is not real. Imagine how hurt and how heartbroken you will feel after putting in all that energy, time, attention, exposing yourself, only to find out that the other person has not been real with you from the very get-go. That is really, really hurtful. And I also say that friendship breakups are much more harder. They are super duper harder than even the breakups that you would have with your intimate partners or your intimate people that you are on a romantic level with. Friendship breakups are really hard, and we don't really talk about this much, but trust me when I say that friendship breakups are really hard. And if you've had a fair share of friendship breakup, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. And this is why I always advise people, be careful of the people you let into your inner circle, and don't be too quick to call people your friends. I think you should master the art of putting titles and placing people where they belong until they have actually earned that friendship title. Learn how to call people colleagues. Learn how to call them team members. Learn how to call them, like, there are different titles that you can call people, acquaintances. Don't be quick to call someone your friend until they have earned the title called friendship. And to earn this title, it takes a while. It takes time. It takes a certain level of commitment. It takes a certain level of dedication. So be very careful of the kind of people that you bring into your personal space, your personal circle. Be careful and mindful of the people you let into your world. Because trust me, once you let them in and they're there for the wrong reasons, you are the one that's going to end up being very, very hurt. With that being said, I know that in a world where everyone thinks that it's actually very difficult and hard and almost impossible to thrive in a healthy female friendship or to have healthy female friendships, I dare tell you that it's absolutely possible to have and enjoy healthy female friendships if you follow some very simple practical tips which I'll be sharing with you now. So if peradventure you actually are someone who is looking to have a friend, a girlfriend, I'm talking about female friendships now. If you're someone who is really looking to have a female friend that you can call a sister, that you can lean on, if that is what you truly want, and I tell you, everyone should actually have it. Because it's a beautiful thing when you can have someone you can call a sister, someone who is there for you, someone who can call you or pray with you. You share things together, just enjoy things together. I think everyone should definitely have it and experience it, I tell you. It's one of the best feelings in the world. And if you crave it, there are certain things that you can do to actually accomplish it. And I'm here to share those things with you. Before we go ahead with the video, remember we have the Art of Speaking Eloquently and Elegantly course that's available now. It's currently on discount. So click the link in the description box down below to get more information about it. This course is for you if you want to improve your communication skills and just want to level up on it and elevate the way you communicate and express yourself with your words, okay? The very first point that I've put down here on how you can have and enjoy healthy female friendships will be for you, of course, to pray to God about it. We sometimes neglect praying to God the same way you pray to God about having a life partner. You want to know that God is involved in you having a life partner, or God is sending you the right person. It's the same way you pray about your friendships with your female friends. It's very important. Like I said before, your female friends and your life partner actually share the same level of importance in your life. In fact, sometimes I feel like the female friends are actually more important sometimes than your life partners, because sometimes your life partners don't get certain things that you're saying, but your female friend gets it. And that's why it's important that you have the right female friends or the right female companion with you at all times. So this is something that I did, and it took me a while to realize that, girl, you haven't, because I never used to have it easy with girls. At some point in my life, I said to myself, I was done with female people, with female friendships. But the more I said I was done, the more I craved it. When I see two ladies who are together, acting like sisters, loving on each other, I really desired it. I wanted it for myself. And then a few years ago, about a year and a half ago rather, I remember praying about it in my bedroom. I remember sitting and I was going through an Instagram account, and I saw two ladies who were besties and they were traveling together. And I remember saying to myself, I really want this. This is what I want, but it's so freaking difficult to have this in today's society. And then the Holy Spirit just pricked me from within and said, have you prayed to me about it? Have you asked me to send you someone who can actually be a friend to you for real, for real? And immediately I was like, oh my God, like a light bulb moment. I never spoke to the Holy Spirit about it before that time. And immediately I just started to talk to the Holy Spirit about it. I prayed about it. And then I realized that in the next couple of days, He started to guide me on making affirmations and even started to show me things within myself that I needed to change, so that when He would eventually send this female friend my way, we would actually just blend and connect. And sooner rather than later, like literally less than 2 months after praying that prayer to God, God sent me someone who aligned with, or who aligns with my values, my moral values as a person, who complements my life standards and my life's goals. Of course, we don't share the same things like to the teeth, but fundamentally, we actually share the same values, we share the same goals. She's someone who understands me, who thinks like me, who understands my way of reasoning and way of thinking, and it's literally made life a whole lot easier. So I dare tell you, the same way you're praying to God for a life partner, if you're praying to God about it, or whatever else you're praying to God about, it's the same way you can pray to God to send you a female friend who actually aligns with your moral values, your life standards, and just literally someone who complements you as a person and someone who you can do life with. I tell you, it's actually one of the most beautiful things that can ever happen to a person when you have a friend that you can call a true friend, someone you can pick up your phone and call and gist and talk and pray together and laugh together and cry together and be all of that together. It's one of the best feelings in the world. So go talk to God about it, and I promise you, He will hear you and He will answer you, okay? The second point that I've put down here would be for you never to rush the process. Now, after you've spoken to God about it, of course, there are people who would come your way. Just because you prayed about it doesn't mean that the first person that comes smiling at you or laughing at you or being kind to you is your friend. No. You never rush the process, and you mustn't be too quick to call them friend. You must still allow time to reveal who this person is, or if you have a strong connection with the Holy Spirit and you hear Him loud and clear and He tells you this is the one, then you can give into it. But never rush the process. Don't be too quick to call them friends yet. Allow time to pass through, give it time. Pretty much give it time. That friendship title should be earned, and it takes time to earn it. So give it some time, okay? You would know a person should be considered your friend, and you would know to bring them into your circle when they share similar fundamental values with you. So your fundamental values can be: you are someone who is big on God, you love God, you're big on praying, you're big on worship, you're big on going to church. You want a friend who understands the importance of this. You want a friend who understands the importance, if you're big on achieving, if you're quite ambitious and you love achieving things, you're big on success, you want a friend who shares the similar values as you. You don't want to be big on ambition, and then you now have a friend who is lazy and doesn't really care about making it in life. So you and your friend should share similar fundamental values. Your fundamental values on your moral standards, what are they? Does it align? If you have a standard that says you don't sleep around when you're dating, you shouldn't be with a friend who doesn't mind sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes her way. So these are the little tiny things that you should be paying attention to. What are they like? Do they gossip about other people? Is that what you do? Do you like gossiping about others? When someone comes your way, do they gossip about others in front of you or to you? That tells you the kind of person they are. And of course, they don't share the same fundamental values as you in that regard. So you need to just watch them closely to see if they share similar fundamental values with you. And even if they don't share it yet, you can share yours with them and then hear what they have to say about it. If they agree with you on certain things, or if they're not being overly pushy or heady about the things that are most important to you with regards to your value, then yes, by all means, you can still bring them in. But when they're pushing back against it and yabbing you and laughing at you for having these values, then you definitely should not consider those people your friends. You both must share similar fundamental values to a large extent, okay? The next point that I've put down here for you on how you can have and enjoy healthy female friendships will be for you to listen to your instincts. Girls, your instincts, our gut feeling, never ever lies to us. It was given to us for a reason. And so when you are on this journey of finding your own female person who's going to be your person, let your instinct also be one of your guiding factors that helps you decipher who is who, that helps you know who should come in and who shouldn't. Your gut feeling never lies. When you sense something in your guts that tells you something is off, you better pay attention. And sometimes when we sense this gut feeling, it's not necessarily to throw that person away. It's just to let us be conscious and aware of a particular situation that might just require a talk over, or just having a few conversations over, communicating over it, and just knowing better about the situation. And that's where asking a lot of questions just to know certain things comes into play. But my biggest advice would be never ignore your instinct, or something I like to call your gut feeling. They never ever lie to you, okay? The next point that I've put down here on how you can have and enjoy healthy female friendships will be for you to make sure you are not the toxic person in the relationship. It's so easy for us to quickly take our fingers and point and say, she did that, she did that, she did that. Hey, hold on. Take that finger, point it right back at yourself. And be sure that you are not the toxic person in the relationship. Now, like I said, when I first went to God or the Holy Spirit about having a friend, in the next couple of days, what I started noticing about my life was the Holy Spirit started what he called a cleansing, or I went through a cleansing process where the Holy Spirit started to tell me areas where I needed to change. Like things like being patient with female friendships. Like everything is not going to be perfect and rosy when it first happens. There are going to be little bumps along the way, and the Holy Spirit started to teach me patience, about how to be patient and not just throw or discard anyone that doesn't fit into everything that I think is true or right or accurate. I had to learn patience. So you literally need to point the finger to yourself and ask yourself, am I the toxic person? Do I have traumas that I haven't healed and need to heal? Do I know how to be in a healthy, sound relationship? Do I have what it takes? Do I have the qualities? Do I have the character? Do I have the personality for it? Point the finger to yourself and ask yourself these questions and be very honest. And then immediately, once you're done analyzing the situation, effect the change quickly and become that person. Because if you're praying for a healthy friendship, you can only have a healthy friendship if the two parties involved are both healthy. You can't have a healthy or attract a healthy female friend if you are not a healthy person yourself. And by healthy, I mean if you don't have toxic traits in your life. So you need to do some looking in the mirror and ensure that you are not the one with the toxic behavior, okay? This next point on how you can have and enjoy female friendship will be for when you have now identified this person as a friend. This point is simply saying be intentional about your friendship. Now, this is not the time where you are all about matching energies. No, you're not matching energy anymore. This person is now your friend. Intentionality can be as simple as finding out the things that matter the most to them and ensuring that you show up for them in that regard, finding out what respect means to them, showing up for them in that regard, finding out what their boundaries are, ensuring that you don't cross their boundaries, finding out the things that they love, doing it for them, being there for them, calling them, texting them, like enjoying them, communicating with them. I remember when my friend and I, my girlfriend and I started on our own journey. I remember communicating the things that are important to me to her. I remember telling her, babe, I'm big on prayer, I'm big on talking to God about this. She even came to me and said, Winnie, we need to set goals for ourselves and we need to check ourselves every month. And we actually created a whole document where we both shared our goals for the year. So she wrote hers, I wrote mine, and then every other week or sometimes every month, we go and we review what we have set down as goals, and then we're saying, okay, we've ticked this, because she's big on, oh, Winnie, we need to travel at the end of the year to really celebrate the year. And if we have to travel to celebrate the year, it must mean that we should have accomplished the goals that we've set for ourselves. And she was intentional about it and said, let's write out these goals, let's show ourselves these goals, and let's keep ourselves accountable. That's how you can be intentional about your female friendships. And trust me, that one very action that she has made us do has literally helped me and her stay focused on what our goals for the year is, and we are ticking them and knocking them off the park. And for me, that's actually one beautiful thing. So we had conversations, we communicated a lot on what our expectations were, what we liked and things like that. And for me, it was my girlfriend she's the kind of person who, when you call her or she calls you, she never leaves without saying a word of prayer for you. That's how intentional she is or we are with the friendship. And that's how you need to start being with your friends. Stop wondering and assuming. Stop wondering and assuming and expecting them to be something that you've not communicated clearly to them about. Learn to communicate your expectations, your thoughts, your ideas to this person that you have called a friend, and don't just sit there and assume that they should just take on whatever values or whatever it is or principles that you have for them. Does that make sense? This next point is somewhat connected to the last, and is simply don't have extraordinarily high expectations of this person that you have called your friend. Accept them for who they are, communicate what needs to be communicated. Don't expect very high things or have high expectations of them. Keep your expectations to a minimal. Even in your intimate relationships, keep your expectations to a minimal. That's how you save yourself from a lot of stress, okay? Just keep the expectations low. Don't expect them to call you morning, afternoon, and night. As close as my girlfriend and I are, we don't talk to each other every day. But I mean, we talk regularly, we talk via chat, we talk via call. Sometimes we only just chat through the whole week or through 2 weeks. We don't get on video calls or phone calls because we both know that we have things that we're doing in our lives that are busy. But whenever we come back to talk, it feels like nothing even moved. There was no break in transmission. So I don't have expectations that we should be talking every day. No, she's busy, I'm busy, we both have busy lives. So I don't have that expectation. And even if I did, I will communicate it. So don't have high, unnecessary, extraordinary, big expectations of your friends, okay? The next point that I have here would be for you to develop conflict resolution skills. And this is somewhat linked to having a high level of emotional intelligence. So have conflict resolution skills. Now, just because you guys are friends and everything is not always going to be sweet like candy. Sometimes you're going to taste bitter leaf because you are both still human beings with feelings and emotions. Some things will creep up. Some things will happen. If your friend does something to you that you don't like, you should be mature enough to communicate it in such a way that is still respectful and kind. And then you, the person who has hurt someone, be mature enough to also step out of your shoes, step into their shoes, understand where they're coming from, and you both talk things through. Keep the conflict resolution drama-free. Keep it peaceful. Everyone is entitled to their emotions and their feelings. When someone comes to you with a feeling of hurt by you, you need to listen to them. Don't defend yourself. Apologize to them and then maybe explain to them and make it clear why you did what you did in a very respectful, kind, peaceful manner. That's how you maintain a healthy friendship. Friendships that have fights and you're always brawling at each other, nagging and shouting and being verbally abusive, that's not healthy. That's very unhealthy and that's very toxic. You can be in a relationship with a person who is your female friend and not have a day where you guys are feisty or abusive towards each other. Okay? This next point is one of the most important points and is one of the most important points that a lot of people neglect. It's simply pray about your friendships. The same way you pray about everything is the way you pray about your friendships. Now you have this friend who has come into your life for you guys to walk this journey together. Do you pray to God about it? Do you decree words about the friendship? For me, you will literally hear me praying about my friendships every day. In fact, I took it a step further. I would reach out to my girlfriend, and I say, babe, do you have a prayer point? Do you have a prayer request? Something you're praying to God for that you want him to answer quickly? Let me know. And she will tell me. I tell her the same thing too. And when I'm praying for my friend. I'm mentioning her by name. Praying for the relationship. Praying that our relationship is always peaceful, it's fruitful, it's righteous, it's excellent, it's productive. I'm constantly decreeing words about the friendship. I'm constantly decreeing that no nonsense comes into the peacefulness or the beauty that we are enjoying to afflict it with stuff. Because if you don't keep watch, devil doesn't like it when you are at peace with anyone. Devil doesn't like it when everything is going on fine. He would want to come and rear his ugly head. It's your responsibility to keep guard and keep watch over things that are important to you. And if this female friend is important to you, then you better keep guard over her. Don't only pray about your husband or your life partner and your family. Pray for your friends. Most important, because these guys are the ones who are close to you. They've taken up space in your heart. The devil can use them to hurt you if you are not keeping guard and keeping watch. So my darling, pray for your friends earnestly, every day, at all times. Pray for your friends and pray for the friendship that you guys share together, okay? The next point that I've put down here on how you can have and enjoy healthy friendship with your female friends will be for you to learn to be patient and kind. This is somewhat related to don't have high expectations. So learn to be patient and learn to be kind with your friend. See them as a tender object that needs to be protected. Again, it's both of you against the world. not you against her. And this even now leads me to my next point. Don't ever be competitive with your friends. Don't be competitive. It's not a competition. You guys are two unique, different individuals who have your unique purpose, who are on a unique, different journey together. Just because you guys are coming together to be friends doesn't mean that your lives now automatically becomes one. No, you still have your individual goals. So do away with the competition, do away with the jealousy, do away with the envy. It's not necessary. And I promise you, it's not going to allow you thrive in your friendship with this person. So instead of being competitive, rather share your goals with this person, share your dreams, share your vision, and then find ways to encourage each other. Find ways to inspire each other. Like I said, what my friend and I did, we actually have a document that we collaborated on together. And on that document has all the goals we have set for the year and how we are going to accomplish it, the action plan we're going to accomplish. And then we have another column where we've said, okay, these are the ones we've accomplished. And every time per time I'm saying, girl, how far with this? How far with that? What I know I can help her accomplish, I help her accomplish it. What I know she can help me accomplish, she steps in and helps me accomplish it. What we both cannot help each other, we just keep encouraging and inspiring. Okay, have you made that move? Have you done that thing? Encourage yourselves. Don't compete. Okay? And then when you have won, when your friend has won, celebrate them. Celebrate them. That's how you foster healthy female friendships. Okay? The second to the last one will be for you to go out of your way to do something thoughtful for your friends. Always try your best to do something thoughtful. It doesn't always have to cost you money. Sometimes it will cost you money. Sacrifices are important. Sacrifices are important. I remember just a couple of weeks ago, I literally traveled all the way. I flew across the ocean, traveled to go surprise my bestie. And funny thing is, she was planning to come to Nigeria to come surprise me. But I thwarted her plans because I went ahead of her. I already gotten my own tickets and I was like, no, my plans has to work. And I had to travel to go surprise her. She had no clue I was coming. And I know that what that did to our friendship, I know it made our bond a lot tighter, made us a lot closer. And that's because I went out of my way. I mean, that's a big gesture. On days, for example, regular days, I can decide to just order her food. She orders me food. I remember when she was starting a new job, I ordered her something and I said, happy first day at work. I'm intentional. Every day I want to do something to make her happy and let her know that I'm thinking about her. It can even just be a simple text. Hey babe, go win today, okay? You are kicking it, you're kicking ass, you got what it takes. Like, just encourage and just go out of your way to do something really nice and thoughtful for this person that you have called friend if they are valuable to you, okay? And the last point that I've put down here on how you can have and enjoy a healthy female friendship will be for you to keep your friendship drama free. Learn to talk things out quickly and peacefully, apologize and own up to mistakes very fast. Okay? When you've done something wrong, oh, Winnie, I'm sorry. Oh, Benedicta, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Quickly apologize. Keep it drama-free. And this is where having a big dose of emotional intelligence comes into play. Because when you are emotionally intelligent, when you both are emotionally mature, it will be very easy for you guys to navigate through conflicts or things that are not so palatable that may seem to want to creep up or creep itself in the friendship. So be quick to reconcile, be quick to just forgive, be quick to do it, and keep your relationship and your friendship with this person drama-free. I tell you guys, healthy female friendships are very, very, very absolutely possible to have in this 21st century where everyone thinks that it's impossible. If you follow these tips that I have shared with you, starting with the very first one, I put that one as the very first one and the most important. Go talk to God about it and tell God to help you direct your path to someone who actually would help complement your life and make it a whole lot easier. I promise you God will hear you and He will answer you. And then follow the other practical tips I've shared, and you definitely will be enjoying very healthy female friendships. And that's pretty much all I have for you for today's video. If you're already enjoying a healthy female friendship and there's a point that I may have missed here, let's continue the conversation in the comment section down below, because I really want to hear what you think or what other things that we can do to enjoy healthy female friendships. I'll see you again with another video. Until then, remember to stay very, very elegant. Take care, guys.